What's up, everybody? This is Trysta. Please subscribe to This League. Tap the bell, comment below, and give us a like. Man, the Hawks had to have been one of the most slept-on teams coming into this game. They were 8.5 points underdogs at the opening line. I mean, when you saw that, were you feasting, Marty? I was feasting.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, Milwaukee is great at home, as we know, but Atlanta has won 2 consecutive first games in the playoffs so far, and Trae Young, his confidence is only rising.
Yeah, no, when I saw it at 8.5, I was just like, how? Who's making this?
It was lock. It was lock city. Yeah. I had 8.5, and then I had the money line. I was like, I feel so good about this. I feel really, really good about 8.5. Well, I feel really, really good about the money line, and I feel like this is a no-brainer situation at 8.5.
I took 8.5, and I took John Collins over 24.5 points, rebounds, assists, and that was over quickly as well.
Yeah, yeah. And Trae Young, what a day. Bucks opened at -500 to advance to the finals. Oof. I think the main thing, because I don't want to break everything down, but like the main point or main moment that stuck out to me was that shimmy. Like...
when he was open, yeah.
Trae Young just absolutely cooking everyone, cooking Drew. And I know what that was. Obviously, it was like Drew trying to cheat over the screen, and then all of a sudden he crosses back. So disrespectful. But why the fuck? So much time he had, seconds of time to just stand there, shimmy it off, shake off the rust, and shoot a 3. What are these dudes doing? Why are they not coming up to defend Trae Young?
He should not have had time to do that and get the shot off clean.
Giannis apparently pissed. He said he got on his team at a dead ball and was like, what are we doing? Like, we're supposed to be shutting this Trae Young guy down. He has 48 points on us. Like, he's not only shooting threes, and he was cold. I had a lot of I think he was 4 for 13 from 3. So he wasn't even fantastic, but he was getting floaters. He was doing all kinds of shit, and they gave him anything he wanted. If he had 2 more threes, this game's a blowout. Hawk shot 25% from 3, missing open looks everywhere. No way they continue to do that, right? Like, they're going to get hot at some point.
They're not going to, they're not going to continue to shoot that low. He was bricking a lot of 30-footers, though, which was weird. I mean, like he obviously had 48. He had a great game. We're not going to take away from it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich, 1 for 6. Kevon Herter, 1 for 6 from 3 as well. I also have a new conspiracy I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
FinServe Arena. What's going on there? Have you noticed that there's something on the rims where the visiting team just seems to have a hard time making threes? Like, have you noticed?
I would have to look at stats. I mean, is it bad?
Don't worry about it. I've got you. Teams with a plethora of sharpshooters, Nets, Hawks, Heat, all ice cold in Milwaukee. Open looks, clank, clank. Not even getting highly defended where the crowd is getting into it. Nets shot 28% in Milwaukee from 3. Hawks shot 25% last night from 3. Brooklyn, 40% from 3 all year. Atlanta, 37%. From 3 all year. Nets shot better than their season average at home against the Bucks in the playoffs at 41%. So this is not a defense thing. This is a FinServe Arena thing. This is like when you go to March Madness, right? And it's like the Elite 8, Final 4, and they have it inside of like a football stadium. Yeah. And then the optics of it all are fucked up.
Depth perception.
Perception changes, and you're like sunken in, and all of a sudden you have a hard time making threes. Or maybe it's the humidity. Maybe it's like Lake Michigan. Is it Lake Michigan? Yeah, Lake Michigan. Yeah. Yep. Like the mountain effect on a golf course. There's something going on there. Just keep an eye tomorrow. Humidity, there's something. Because these teams should not be missing as much as they are. And I'm like, what the fuck?
It's something to watch out for.
Something to watch out for. Also, another piece of news. If you would have bet early on the Hawks to get to the finals, at one point you could have gotten it for +12,500 to get into the finals.
Yeah.
125 to 1. One guy, I guess, put 100 to 1 and also 40 to 1. So if the Hawks make it to the finals, this guy makes like $1.2 million.
They just have to make it?
They don't have to win it all.
What a ticket. Man.
What a fucking ticket. It's looking good for him. I'm rooting for him.
You've got to hedge a little bit there. If you're going to make $1 million, you got to hedge a little bit.
Yeah, what do you think he's hedged with?
I don't know. It would have to present itself.
I know. I mean, maybe he's just a huge Hawks fan.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you can't just put up that much money. You just rock it. I mean, that's not responsible. That's not responsible gambling.
No, it's not.
I just bet the Suns and the Hawks to both go to the finals. Plus 250 on the Suns, plus 650 on the Hawks. I know one of them will hit. Looking forward, I think more of the same. The one thing that I think is weird is like people haven't watched the Hawks all year. They haven't, for some reason, their test or their scouting report on the Hawks is wrong. Like I was talking to a friend who's a Milwaukee Bucks fan. He's like, "Oh, I'm not worried. Vegas isn't worried. I'm not worried. Like, this is a one-dimensional team." Like the Hawks aren't a one-dimensional team.
No.
What do you mean? Like they might be one of the most balanced teams in the NBA. They hit threes. They hit mid-range floaters. They hit mid-range runners. They slash. They kick out. They throw lobs. Like what does this team not do?
Yeah, and Collins is good for like one or two like offensive rebound putbacks a game as well. So,
100%.
Yeah. No, they've got a lot of ways to score for sure.
Tons of weapons. And then he was like, "Oh, well, this team goes as far as Trae goes." Well, Trae Young, if I had to remember and remind him, he was 2 for 11 from 3, 5 for 23 overall in Game 7. Who won that game again? Hawks won that game. Also, Game 4, Trae was 3 for 11 from 3, 8 for 26 from the fields, 18 assists, dub. Doesn't matter. Trae Young can...
That's also just a dumb thing, though. Yeah, you're going to live and die by your best player. I mean, that's going to happen, but like...
That's like being like, if Chris Paul and Devin Booker don't have good games and Suns are going to be fucking trash.
Yeah,
like,
it'll be tough.
It will be tough to win if our number one scoring option doesn't score. But Trae Young with like damn near 20 assists, god damn. But yeah, I think like people haven't been watching because the Hawks weren't good all year. They were like one of these surprise teams because of the change in Nate McMillan. And at one point they were like 12th in the East. I remember it being like, yikes, we were not thinking things were going to be good. So yeah, don't sleep on this roster. Prediction time. I have Hawks in 7. Yeah, I think that they are, it's weird. Like as a side road, Giannis is such a different human when he's at Finser versus anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like he is so much more aggressive at home. Not to say that this isn't a counter to my thought that the Hawks would win at home or win on the road in 7. But like Giannis, it could be Hawks in 6. I don't know. Because Giannis looks like a whole other vibe mentally when he's on the road and people aren't cheering for him.
I'm excited for it.
Do you notice that though?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.